Hi, I'm Jenelle. Welcome back to the Inspiring Wit TV channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my favorites from Sephora across all sorts of categories because right here in Australia, the Winter Frenzy sale has just started, which is running until the 21st of July, and you can get 20% off if you spend over $120 or 15% off with no minimum spend. Yes. So I just went through all of my favorite products, and I thought while I do the rest of my skincare and makeup, I'm going to talk you through my favorites and some others. Not that I'm using all of them because there's a lot of products here. So let's get started. I have already done the first steps of skincare, starting with this one. This is the Sephora Organics Turmeric Brightening and Exfoliating Mask. It's a 2-in-1 product because it's a mask and it exfoliates. I generally pop this on for about 10 minutes before I get into the shower or as I'm kind of getting into the shower, a few minutes, and then I wash it off and exfoliate when I'm in the shower. I absolutely love this product. I've been using it for years and it is so beautiful. It really does brighten your skin. It feels amazing afterwards. Following on from that, I've got a small version of it at the moment because my big one ran out, but this is the Sephora Organics foaming cleanser, turmeric glow foaming cleanser. I'm almost about to run out. I think this product is just beautiful as well. It has peppermint oil in it, so particularly it's a beautiful cleanser to kind of wake your face up in the morning. It feels very refreshing and it's great for all skin types, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful product as well. I love Sephora Organics. But I thought I'd also make mention of another cleanser. So this cleanser is a classic, the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm Cleansing Balm. This is one that I've always had and kind of halfway through this particular tub. It's like a nice oil cleanser to help break through makeup, get everything off, and I usually would follow up with another cleanser after this one, but you don't necessarily have to. I just think it's really nice. It's not too greasy or drying, and that one is it's a classic for a reason. Great cleanser. So once I've done that, that's kind of where I'm at with steps. I've been using, again, the Fenty Skin Fat Water Pore Refining Toner Serum. This one is lovely. I love the Barbados cherry scent that it has. I think it's good for all skin types, and I had stopped using it for a while, and then I realized how much I missed it, and I found one in my cupboard that I hadn't opened. I don't even know when I got it, but I forgot that I had bought a new one, and I am so happy to be back on track with this one. So if you've never tried anything from Fenty Skin, I would probably suggest starting with this. In terms of another serum, another classic, which is also part of the sale for Sephora, the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. Everybody loves this. I've loved this for many years and I've gone through so many of these. I'm just going to pop an extra bit on this skin of mine. It's beautiful and I cannot get enough. It's one that when it runs out, I always seem to have another one queued up ready to go because it's just so lovely. And Mario's mum has worn by this for many years as well, which is kind of nice. I've given her a couple of gifts over the years for Christmas, but it's a beautiful, beautiful product. And this is new to me, but the Lancome Hydra Zen Moisturizer. It's like a light moisturizer, anti-stress glow liquid moisturizer. So I need this one a shot, but I thought I'd share it with you. Different scent, and I thought I'd give it a try. My first impressions, let you know. I don't know that I like the scent as much, especially after using the Fat Water Toner Cherry Barbados. cherry scent is so nice. The texture feels nice though. It's nice and light for daytime. I'm gonna have to keep trying that one and do a follow up on how I feel about it. We're gonna let that settle for a minute and I'll talk you through my SPF favorite from Sephora is this one, Ultraviolet SPF 30, the Clean Screen Mattifying Mineral Sunscreen, and there's UVA and UVB. Yeah, that's right. UVA and UVB broad spectrum protection. This is a 50ml one, and I think it's really good. It is more of a mattifying one, so good if you have oily skin. I generally use one from Mecca or La Roche-Posay, Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I'm going to put a bit of this on because my lips have been really dry before I do my makeup. It's come in so many different flavors now, or scents, but I like the classic strawberry one. It is really good to put on overnight and find that when you wake up your lips are a lot more hydrated. So if I ever remember to do it, it's probably a good one to have my bedside table, but that's definitely one that I gift friends. Now while my skin is settling, I just thought I'd share a few favorites in the hair category, beginning with, I've got a little tiny sample size here because I've run out of the big one. This is Ouai's Scalp and Body Scrub. It's got quite a strong scent, but I suppose I use this as a scalp scrub, and I think particularly if my scalp is ever looking kind of dry and flaky, this is really good to get in there, and like I just kind of coat my fingers, go back and forth, deeply scrub my scalp until I find that it's like squeaky clean, if that makes sense, and then I think I don't have to worry about any flaking or anything. And then another product from Ouai is the Wave Spray, and I actually don't know where I've put it, but the hair oil would be the other thing that I would highly recommend. This is just a smaller version because I like to be able to put them in my handbag, particularly on any humid sort of days, or if I'm traveling. These are wonderful to help like bring frizziness down, give you sort of definition to any waves or curls. I tend to use these in replacement of a hairspray, and I think the scent is much better. I just feel like that's a better product for my hair, which tends to be like pretty thick. I've got it straight at the moment, but usually wear it in waves, and that just holds them really nicely without being crunchy or stinky or anything, which I tend to find a hairspray is. And hair oil is really beautiful as well, although another hair oil I could recommend is the Olaplex one. This is number 7, the bonding oil. I feel like I've had this for a long time and I'm not even halfway through this tiny container, and I really like that it's plastic, which is good for when I'm traveling because I don't have to worry about anything breaking and then leaking through my suitcase. So this is the Milk Grip Hydro Primer. I think it's a brilliant product. There's obviously like silicone based primers, and you know, like Hourglass has got one that's really beautiful, and this one is more of a water base. So if you're using a water-based foundation, this is like the perfect one to go underneath so it won't peel or anything like that. But I love it. I've got another full size one of these ready to go when I finish this. Let's talk about foundation today. I'm going to use the Luminous Silk Giorgio Armani foundation. I wear it in 4. Yep. But I also really love the Pro Filter Fenty Beauty foundation as well, and I would recommend that if you want more of a matte finish. I find that one to be quite like long lasting. That is in 190 I wear in. I've got really like truly neutral skin tone. I think I've been seeing on TikTok people talking about Sephora versus Mecca here in Australia, and it's interesting because I shop from both and I've been lucky enough to work with both. They've both been great companies to me, and I can't say that I'm like loyal to one over the other because I think they offer different things, and I've found my favorite brands within each store, and I love to see what new things they're bringing out as well. All the time, always bring out new things. But one thing that I would say is I appreciate the sales that they do within Sephora, because Mecca rarely go on sale, and it's only like specific products that tend to actually be on sale, whereas Sephora discount most things on their website or in store, and they do those sales quite regularly. So in terms of like Mecca's loyalty program, they obviously give you those beauty loop boxes and other bits and pieces, so you get some sample size things, and once a year they give you a full size product, usually from their brand. But that's actually been a good way for me to discover some new products as well, which I actually really like. But the arguments I was seeing were that Sephora's discounts in these sales end up being better value in the long run. And then they also have like a rewards program where there's certain products that you can order for your points. So that was kind of interesting. Not to say that I'm particularly one-sided on one or the other. I don't actually have a concealer here to talk through as a favorite, but I do have a brush. This is the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and it's designed to be like a fingertip, and it is beautiful. I got this fairly recently, and I love it. Honestly, it feels so good to use. I'm really tempted to get their liquid blush brush next and give that one a shot. It was out of stock when I tried looking last, but they're back in stock at the moment, and they're part of the sale. So if you're looking for a really nice concealer brush, this one from Rare Beauty is amazing. So the blush category, Sephora have gotten me a number of times. I've got the Flora tint from Benefit here, which is obviously like a tint you can also use on your lips. I find with this one you have to work really quickly. Once you apply, you have to really blend it really quick, otherwise it kind of leaves like a mark as to where it, like the original stain was on your cheeks. But I really like that color. This one is a fun one. It's the Glassy Blush by the Glass from O Glassy. It's from O, yeah. It's like a completely clear gel, but then when you apply it to your cheeks, it changes to this really pretty red color. So I think that's a very cool product, especially for anyone that you know who wants to experiment with makeup and get a little bit more experimental, try things out, a little bit more fun. That's really cool. And I have so many of these cream cheeks out blushes from Fenty Beauty. This one is in Strawberry Drip, which is one of my favorites. It's pretty well loved, but I have about 6, 7 of these, and they are just so lovely. However, the main blushes that I've been using, in all honesty, over the last year almost, have been the Rare Beauty ones. So these are the 3 colors I have. They are Happy, Joy, and Grace. I actually do have some more, but they're like the mini versions, and I've got them in my little makeup bags that I chuck into my handbag ready to go. But I probably use Joy the most, followed by Happy. They're such pretty colors. Of course, you will have seen these are highly pigmented and you don't need very much. Probably gone overboard there. I have yet to try any of the powder blushes that Rare Beauty brought out. I was going to try that one in Hope, so it's slightly different from the Happy and the Joy and the Grace ones that I've got already, but it's quite like a pretty pinky color. bronzer. I have two that I really love. I think you can see a pattern here of the brands for makeup that I'm really loving. So Fenty Beauty, the Cream Cheeks Out Macchiato Bronzer, and the Rare Beauty Bronzer. I've actually used the Cheeks Out one for many years. It's just dried, look at that. I have to clean it, it looks really gross, but it's phenomenal. I love it. And lately I've just been using the Always Sunny Bronzer Stick from Rare Beauty, and that is also looking quite messy because if you put the lid on too quickly, it kind of misses and then scrapes down the side. So you just have to be very mindful when you're applying. But I think it's really good to apply like it. You can roll it straight on or dot it on, depending on how much you want to put on. Another thing I remember seeing pop up on TikTok when people have been talking about the differences between Sephora and Mecca. And I'd say this one's fairly accurate from my experiences in store. The Sephora stores don't feel like I get as much help from the staff. And they also tend to be a mess unless I've gone on like a quiet weekday. There's definitely like sample tester things everywhere a lot of the time, and I mean it is a bit cringe sometimes how messy it is. Whereas Mecca, it always feels there's a lot of staff, probably too many, and often you get approached by so many different people and you're like, I'm just looking, please leave me alone, I just want to shop. And then on the flip side of that, when I've needed help, I found the people at Mecca have been really, really helpful. And I also find the stores to be spotless, like they're really clean. Maybe I just avoid them on a weekend when I know they're busier, so maybe that's not entirely fair, but I do find even when I have gone past on a weekend, they still have a lot of staff. So they do still look pretty clean. And I appreciate the design of their stores a lot more than the Sephora stores, which seem just more like, I mean, it's obviously black and white themed, and then it's just like bright lighting. Some of the Mecca stores have got like more moody lighting. There's more of a design behind each store, and I appreciate that. It feels more luxurious sometimes in my experiences. Luminizer sort of product here. Highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty Enlighten Liquid Luminizer, and I love this like pearlescent color. That's a lot. And that is my pick, my top pick for Sephora highlighters. Now I'm sure you've seen me hold this up. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. I know I've talked about this one before, but it is one of my favorite palettes. Let's turn that around. It's got these beautiful ochre colors, golds, pinky tones, peachy tones. There's a bit of browns in there. So I feel like this is a really good warm neutrals palette, and I've been able to create a lot of different color looks with this. So today I'm going to go in with like a pinky tone. As soon as I decided to start filming today, it's been raining all day. Of course, as soon as I start filming, the sun is going in and out of the clouds, and I've closed the skylights, but you can see the brightness of my skin is really changing. I apologize for that for this video. I really love the Anastasia Beverly Hills products for eyes. I use their brow products the most, which you'll see in a second. Okay. Colors of this palette are so lovely, and I think that they blend really nicely. For a second there I thought I'd gone way too big, but that blended out really nice. So Modern Renaissance, I would definitely check that one out. Those are your color tones. And now let's do some brows. So I've got the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, and oh, this is Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This is a teeny tiny. I'm sure a teeny tiny little point. And I'm going to just use this other little mirror to do that. Fill in a few little strokes. I don't think there is an Anastasia Beverly Hills brow product that I've not tried. I love them all, and I just rotate them. Probably same with Benefit. I think I've tried everything and I could fault none. So you're pretty safe to go with anything from Benefit or from Anastasia Beverly Hills for brows. Literally anything. One cool thing about some of the Sephora stores is that they have a Benefit brow bar. So if you ever need help with some shaping or advice on what colors and stuff, go and speak to the girls at the brow bar and make an appointment. I think that sometimes that's just more convenient than going to a beauty specialist. I find that more easy than booking a separate appointment somewhere across town. Promised at the end, I promise. A couple of lip products and a couple of mascaras to talk about. So first of all, while I've been talking about Benefit, this one has become my favorite this year. This is the Fan Fest mascara. It's so cool, the wand, because honestly, when it comes to mascara, the wand is everything. The wand is like got a bit of a curve to it. I think this one is great. And Roller Lash is my other favorite from Benefit. But the combination that I've been like really loving this year has been the Lancome Silce Booster XL. This is like the lash primer. And then I combine it with the Hypnoise from Lancome or Idol mascara. This makes your lashes so long. It really gives that length and volume. So if you want to really up your lash game, get this primer, and then I'll show you the Idol mascara. However, while that is setting, I'm just going to let that set for a second. I'm going to share my lip products, and I've only got 3, so it's a quick one. Lip Maximizer from Dior. This is a plumping hyaluronic lip plumper. I love it. It's usually in my handbag. And then I've got the Lip Glow Oil in 004 Coral. I also love that one, and I think I've gone through half of it now. It's so nice. And then on top of that, Rare Beauty, I've got the lip oil in Joy, tinted lip oil. The only thing with this one is I find that it dehydrates my lips a little bit. Not every time, but sometimes I've applied it and then like the next day I'm like, my lips are so chapped. Even Mario will make a comment, so it might not work for you. Sometimes it works fine for me, sometimes it doesn't. And that's basically the last product. So I'm just going to apply this lip oil. Obviously could be talking about lipsticks. I know I've been trying a lot from Lancome this year. Who else? Anastasia Beverly Hills, I've had a nice red from them. Haven't really tried much of Fenty. Oh, I have the Pouticle Lip Stain. I got that last year in the Mai Tai, I think, shade. It's like quite a red. It's in one of my handbags because I love that. It is like a lip kind of gloss, but also a stain. And I just love like even what it looks like when you have had the gloss part come off and the stain is just like a subtle stain. I love it so much, which is why I don't have it here because it's in my handbag. Probably in the main handbag I'm using at the moment, actually. Probably right there. Let's do a last bit of mascara. And that is me fully talking you through a makeup routine as well as skincare and hair care. Not touching on fragrance because really I haven't used a lot of new fragrances this year. So there's nothing that I can rave about, and fragrances are also really personal. That's it. That's my makeup look done. Don't have a setting spray. Tend to just use the Charlotte Tilbury one at the moment. Yeah, Winter Frenzy sale is going till the 21st of July. Valid online and in store, and select items are excluded. But these that I talked about, I checked, all of them are part of the sale. So happy shopping. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any further questions about a specific item, please hit me up in the comments, because I know that all the way through I was like, this is a great product. This is a great product, because I picked my favorites. And I didn't pick anything that I'm like so about. I literally picked the ones that I've used for years and absolutely love. So thank you very much for watching. I won't carry on anymore. This is very long. I'll see you in the next one.